Welcome to Always on Wire. Today we're talking about a truly significant political promise that could, well, fundamentally reshape the financial landscape of Sabah. It impacts its development, its future trajectory.
Yeah, and this isn't exactly a new conversation, is it? It's something that's been simmering for decades.
Decades. And now it really seems to be reaching a critical point. You've got these long-standing demands
Yeah.
kind of meeting immediate political ambition.
That's a good way to put it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the focus today is this bold pledge from Perikatan Nasional, led by Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin. They've made a firm commitment, return 40% of the federal government's tax revenue collected from Sabah back to the state government.
40%, that's a number with real weight.
It is. And for you, our listener, this isn't just, vague political talk. It's specific. It's high profile. They're highlighting it as a key part of their upcoming Sabah State Election Manifesto.
Mm-hmm.
It's a substantial move, and crucially, it's anchored in a constitutional provision. It's something Sabah politicians really across the board have been pushing for generations.
And that historical weight is what's so compelling here. The 40% claim, it isn't some new idea cooked up for an election.
Right.
It's been debated, fought over for decades. That original tax-sharing formula, it was effectively put on hold, way back in 1974?
Yeah, 74.
A long time ago.
And the federal government switched, right? Opted instead to give these special grants to Sabah and Sarawak, a very different approach from the original two.
In a significant shift, yeah.
So Perikatan Nasional's promise, as you said, it aims to bring back that original constitutional provision. And if they actually did it, well, that would be a massive boost to Sabah's own finances.
Huge.
Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin himself has been quite clear, hasn't he? Saying the funds would go towards tackling these critical, long-standing problems people face daily.
Things like infrastructure.
Exactly. Infrastructure, which is desperately needed.
Yeah.
Reliable water supplies, consistent electricity, things that many communities have struggled with for ages. It links the historical right to, tangible, real-world improvements. That's the power of it, isn't it? Connecting a constitutional right, something foundational, directly to people's daily lives in Sabah. It underlines why this isn't just about the ringgit.
Not at all.
The whole situation, the demand, the promise, it inevitably connects back to the 1963 Malaysia Agreement, MA63.
Ah, MA63, the foundation.
Exactly. For those tuning in, that's the pact that brought Sabah and Sarawak into Malaysia, setting out specific terms for, autonomy and resource sharing. And many feel those terms haven't exactly been fulfilled over the years.
That's the core of the grievance, isn't it? A sense of unfulfilled promises.
So bringing up MA63, it's not just about money. It's about history. That foundational agreement, state autonomy, it taps into this really powerful narrative of state rights, self-governance. It resonates deeply.
Absolutely. It frames the debate as something much bigger than finance. It's about historical justice, in a way.
And the timing is just fascinating.
Oh, absolutely crucial. We know Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Fadila Yusof, who handles Sabah and Sarawak affairs, mentioned the federal government is set to adjust this 40% claim.
Right, at that MA63 meeting on September 12th.
Exactly. So it's not just being ignored. It indicates the federal government is actively reviewing it at the highest levels. They know it's a live issue.
Which means Perikatan Nasional's promise lands right in the middle of an ongoing federal discussion.
Precisely. And it taps into that deep feeling among Sabahans that their constitutional rights have been sidelined. So strategically, it positions Perikatan Nasional as champions for Sabah.
A potent electoral strategy.
Especially with the Sabah Chief Minister, Datuk Hajiji Noor, hinting at dissolving the state assembly soon. An election seems imminent.
So Perikatan Nasional knows the clock is ticking. They know this issue hits hard emotionally. It's not just policy, it's a political weapon.
Definitely a key part of their electoral arsenal.
It really shows how history can be leveraged in politics today.
Right.
But okay, let's move beyond just the money and the history, because this promise is also a big move in Sabah's complex political game.
Right, the political chess match.
Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin didn't just stop at the 40% promise. He also, let's say, hinted that Perikatan Nasional has been having informal talks with another party, a mystery party.
Oh, interesting.
About potential cooperation before the election. And here's the kicker for you listening. He was very specific about who they won't work with.
Okay, who's out?
Explicitly ruled out Pakatan Harapan and Gabungan Rakyat Sabah.
Wow, okay. That narrows things down considerably.
It really does. It opens up so many questions about who these suitable parties could be. It signals a potential major realignment, not just some minor shuffling.
This declaration from Tan Sri Muhyiddin, it really makes you ask about the strategic intention, doesn't it? It's very calculated.
Definitely deliberate.
Because while Perikatan Nasional is looking for new allies, the current scene in Sabah is already, well, incredibly complex. You've got Pakatan Harapan, who've already made deals with both Gabungan Rakyat Sabah and Barisan Nasional.
Right, that existing cooperation agreement.
But then, even more complicated, Gabungan Rakyat Sabah and Barisan Nasional have publicly said they won't cooperate with each other.
Despite calls for unity from the Prime Minister, Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim himself.
Exactly. So you have this tangled web. And now Perikatan Nasional comes in with the 40% promise and says they're looking for allies outside that whole Pakatan Harapan Gabungan Rakyat Sabah Barisan Nasional sphere.
It strongly suggests they're trying to disrupt the whole thing.
It looks like a push to break the current alignments, carve out their own path, maybe capitalize on those existing tensions within the other blocs.
That seems like the play. What do you think?
Yeah.
How might these alliances, these public statements, actually play out on the ground?
Yeah.
Especially with an election so close.
It paints a picture of intense maneuvering. Every statement is loaded.
Yeah, and explicitly rejecting both Pakatan Harapan and Gabungan Rakyat Sabah. It suggests Perikatan Nasional is betting heavily that those existing tensions, maybe historical issues between those groups, are deep enough to exploit.
A gamble, essentially.
A big one. They might believe they can find a path by pulling in smaller, maybe regional parties. Parties that feel overlooked by the current big players.
It's like saying, we're not playing by the current rules, we're rewriting them with this historical claim as our banner.
It could consolidate power for them if it works. Attract disaffected voters, smaller groups. Or
it could backfire. Isolate them further if the existing blocs manage to hold together somehow.
it's bold. It says a lot about how much faith they have in this 40% issue resonating.
And that confidence is key. If they do manage to rally others under this banner of Sabah's rights and the 40%, it could genuinely shift the balance of power.
It's not just about who forms the next government then.
No, it's about how federalism, state autonomy, how those things get negotiated going forward. Does Sabah get a stronger voice in its own financial future? It's a direct challenge to the status quo.
So, for you watching this unfold in Sabah, what does it all boil down to? This promise, the 40% return. It's not just finance. It's history. It's constitutional rights. It's a very competitive political scene heading into an election. The actions, the alliances, formed or rejected in the next few weeks, they are undoubtedly going to shape Sabah's future for years. This feels like more than just another election cycle.
It feels like a moment of reckoning, maybe, for those historical commitments and for Sabah's development path.
It's a critical juncture. Long-standing demands meeting immediate political goals. The outcome will surely be felt beyond Sabah itself.
Absolutely.
As Sabah stands here demanding its constitutional share, perhaps the real question for you isn't just if the 40% happens, but what deeper shift this signals for Malaysia's entire federal structure. Are we seeing the start of a fundamental renegotiation? Or is it just another promise we'll still be debating decades from now? Remember to like and subscribe for more videos like this.